Hey, what's up, Roxstars? Got a lot to talk about and not a lot of time to talk about it in. Okay, so we're going to do an abbreviated top of the blogs. Going to try to do each story about 3 minutes long. I promise I'll probably have about 10 good stories. All right, so with that all being said, this is a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blogs. Let's get to it. All right, you guys, first up, you guys know I normally have tried to veer away from the serious stories, but can't veer away from it today. We got to talk about the Ebola case that is in Dallas. I'm so frustrated about this Ebola thing. I promise you, I just don't really understand. Now, what we do know is that this gentleman by the name of Thomas E. Duncan is from Liberia. He came to the United States a week ago to visit some family, and when he came on over to the United States, he brought the damn Ebola virus with him. He wasn't feeling good when he first got here. He went to the doctor, he had a fever, and they sent him home. A few days after that, I guess it got to the point where he couldn't even function anymore, and the paramedics had to pick him up and take him to the hospital, and then that's when they found out that bruh man had Ebola. Now, I'm all for civil liberties and, land of the free, home of the brave and everything. But my whole problem with this thing is that he shouldn't have been here in the first place. Now, I know that's real wrong, okay, and I'm probably going to offend some people that are, some of my foreign viewers, and that's not my intent. But my whole feeling is when you are coming from a country where the Ebola outbreak has been so open and widespread, to me, that would be a red flag on this person already. He's coming over here. He doesn't know for sure if he has it or not, but really, why are you coming? Okay, it's like we got the whole Liberia, we got all of these places quarantined over there. However, they're still able to come over into the United States without any suspicion of them being sick. I mean, it's probably not the right way to look at it. It ain't necessarily the man's fault, but see, what the thing is now we got to worry about this outbreak, okay, and the fact that they sent him home from the hospital and then took him back. And, the people that he came into contact with, they said he came into close contact with about 20 people that they know of. And then out of those 20 people, one person they are watching closely for the Ebola virus. So, yeah, I'm frustrated about it. Okay, I don't understand the whole Ebola thing. I remember the damn movie that came out back in the early 90s or the late 80s when, they had us all worried about Ebola, the goddamn monkey and fucking a monkey, and that people, maybe it wasn't the fucking the monkey was HIV, right, y'all? I'm getting my diseases wrong. Ain't no laughing matter. Okay, now, so it was, they was making it seem like it was airborne, it was very dangerous, and, people could just kind of catch it just being in the vicinity of somebody. Now they're saying, no, it's not that. They don't want us to get all panicky and worried. They're saying that you have to have direct contact, you have to have open wound, flesh wounds or open wounds. I'm thinking maybe your mouth, nose, eyes, ears, isn't that still open? And the person has to be in their infection stage, okay? It can't be I don't know if it's the incubation period. And I don't really know, okay? And this might all be a real ignorant way of looking at it, but my whole thing is with the whole outbreak going on in certain parts of Africa, for the person to come over into the United States and absolutely no kind of, we not safeguarded. Nobody's watching folks coming over the border. Really? So now we got this guy in Dallas that has it, maybe a second person. There's a rumor of a third person in Hawaii. I couldn't really find any confirmed stories about it, so I don't really have any information about that. But yeah, I don't really know what's gonna go on from here. Are they gonna be able to get I guess if this is the time to get the Ebola, then this is the best time, okay? While they still have some damn vaccinations, still have some the medication for it. And if it don't get widespread and then all of a sudden they run out of shit to give everybody. So, I guess Mr. Duncan is in the best hands right now. But still, y'all, I promise you, so frustrated about this Ebola thing because I feel like it has not been governed and watched as closely as it should. And now it's on American soil. So we can just pray. Okay, we're going to pray to the good Lord Jesus. Touch us and cover us and keep us safe, Lord. We don't need these diseases over here. We got more than enough things to worry about already. In your name we pray, amen. Okay, so that's all. But I can't, yeah, I don't understand. I'm frustrated about the Ebola thing. Y'all tell me what you think. Another serious story, and this time, if we can call it a victory, we will. I mean, there's no real winners in this case, but in the case of murder case against Michael Dunn, he was finally found guilty, okay, for first-degree murder. And he faces a sentence of 25 years to life in prison. Okay, we all know that he was already in trial before, back in February, for the same exact case. And in that case, he was convicted of 3 counts of attempted murder. However, the jury had deadlocked on the first-degree murder charge for Jordin Dunn. I'm sorry, Jordin Davis. A victory, if we can call it that. I mean, we've got somebody that's dead. I mean, you know, we've got families that have been ruined. I mean, it is not really a victory, but it is a victory. It's justice, is what we will say. Because this man killed this kid in cold blood and had the intentions, really, of killing everybody in that damn car, if you ask me. The minute you're shooting at somebody, you obviously have some intent to kill. I had a little confusion back when I was talking about it before when the first case happened, and I just never could understand when they were saying that it was premeditated. And from what I understand now is that premeditation can happen in a split second. He had enough time to reach for his gun and, you know, aim it and fire to know that he shouldn't be doing that, so that's why they got him premeditation, and yeah, he's going to jail. So he's not sentenced yet, however, he will be sentenced soon. He faces 25 years to life, and he is an older man, so, you know, the assumption is that he's probably going to die in prison either way it goes. Okay, so yeah, a victory for the Davis family. We're gonna hope that cases like this, you know, finally get some justice, and people will see that you can't just take the law into your own hands and kill somebody for no real reason. Talk about this damn Secret Service bullshit that's going on in Washington, D.C. Now, first of all, first and foremost, before I even get started on the story, I am going to say that we all need to be very, very worried about our president. There's been too much shit that's going on for me not to think that there is not some sort of plot or some sort of something on his life. It's just been too many hiccups, and they don't make no damn sense. Now, in the latest little thing, you know, we've been having issues with the Secret Service. When President Obama went into office, he appointed this woman, Julia, what's her name, y'all? Julia Pearson. He appointed Julia Pearson to be the director of the Secret Service, and she was going to change the culture and make sure that the Secret Service stepped up their game and was really there and protecting the president. So ever since she's been there, it's been a little bit of a disaster. Okay, we cannot forget about the prostitution scandal that happened in Colombia. The Secret Service agents was down there and they got the damn prostitutes and was fucking them at the hotel, and then the next morning one of the goddamn Secret Service agents didn't want to pay the bitch. I'm thinking, like, can you pay the woman? Don't nobody fuck for free around here, and you know you ain't supposed to be doing it, and you know if you don't pay this girl, she's gonna make a stink out of it, which she did, and we found out about it, and it was a terrible blemish on the Secret Service. Problem that we've had a couple of issues at the White House. One that they're talking about right now is the fact that this gentleman by the name of Omar Gomez, he's a 42-year-old Iraq veteran who is suffering from PTSD. He jumped over the damn fence at the White House and made it all the way across the yard into the White House and just about into the living quarters of the president. In the midst of him doing all that, he breached 7 security. He went through 7 security stops that he should have been stopped, okay? Not only that, once he got in the door, it was a woman at the door. She couldn't get the door closed fast enough, so he busted in the door. She tried to grab his arm, couldn't grab his arm. He broke free from her. He ran. He made it almost to where, I think, like the living room area of where the president would stay, and he was tackled by the damn Secret Service there. Now, tell me why this don't make no goddamn sense. If he did 7 security breaches, why wasn't he shot at some point? Well, I'll tell you why he wasn't. Because they say that they cannot shoot at somebody that's just on the grounds unless there is an immediate threat to the president. I guess the president wasn't there, and they didn't feel that it was necessary. People said why they didn't release the dogs. Well, they're saying, well, they didn't release the dogs because there were too many friendlies around, meaning there were too many civilians and people that were around. The dogs would get confused, not to know who to chase after. It might end up biting somebody else, which I guess is understandable. Although, shouldn't these dogs be trained to? But I guess dogs don't really know. They see somebody walking and running, they don't really know who. They just gonna go bite the motherfucker. So they don't shoot at people running across the lawn. Still can't understand why they were able to get into the door. Why didn't the alarm sound? Well, I'll tell you that too. The alarm did sound. However, the alarm has been since turned down because the ushers within the White House felt that the alarm was too loud. Okay, the White House ushers. I don't know if that means the people that are taking people on tours of the White House or what, but they felt like it was too loud, so they turned it down. So all this that we need to be real concerned for our president. What the fuck? Okay? If you got a goddamn ADT security service system and like I got at the house, y'all already know what fucking happened in my house. That shit ain't, it ain't foolproof. I'm thinking if you got the White House, and within the White House is the man that is the leader of the free world, I'm gonna need you to do a little bit better than just have motherfuckers sitting at the damn door filing their fingernails, okay? Julia Pearson has since resigned. Okay, she has resigned, and that's just another word for they said, bitch, you is fired. Not only because of all of that, but when she went on Capitol Hill to have this hearing about what happened, she did a piss poor job of trying to defend herself, trying to defend the Secret Service and the things that they did. And yeah, they was just like, bitch, you, yeah, I thank you, but no thank you. It's a bad little blemish also on President Obama because he's the person that appointed her. Okay, you put this person in charge, and she got them damn security agents out there looking just reckless. Okay, so it's just a mess. I look at President Obama and I feel sorry for him. He looks like he is so damn over this presidency, it ain't even funny. If he got a black hair on his head when he finally does finish this term, I will be surprised. His hair is almost all gray, and he always looked like he just want to say, fuck this. I don't blame him, y'all. So, yeah, that there is a definite problem. Okay, this woman has worked for the Secret Service through both of the Bush administrations and the Clinton administration, but she wasn't the head of anything. However, she knows how the Secret Service should work. Maybe the job was just too big for her. Whatever it is, Miss Julia Pearson is gone, okay? And hopefully whoever they appoint in there will get that Secret Service together and make the president very safe because, like I said, I'm concerned. Something's up. Something is definitely up. Let's talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, just saying it makes my stomach hurt a little bit because I'm so sick of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I cannot believe that the show is almost ready to come back on. But yeah, sure enough, it should be back in November. So, they just released a trailer. Also released, they meaning Bravo, they released a statement letting us know who were the cast members. And they also released a picture. You know how they always have the picture with the cast members holding the peach. Well, everybody is on the picture with the exception of Porsha. And instead of Porsha being there, we have Claudia, what's her name? Claudia, whatever the child name is. She is the newest housewife. She has replaced Porsha Williams, and Porsha Williams has now been downgraded to friend status, which means that she will be like in the capacity of Marlo, any of the extra friends that just kind of come in. I didn't see it coming. Okay, they actually did say that she was going to be back on the show. But they said within the time that they were recording and filming, Porsha was being quite difficult. She wasn't being forthcoming with things that was going on in her life. Not only that, but Bravo tried to get her to have a sensible sit down with Kimye, and it looked like it escalated to the point where they was about to fight again. She tried to jump on Kimye, and so what, Bravo was like over it. They have downgraded her to friend status, and evidently she didn't even know either. Okay, she put out a statement saying that she was, floored. She had no idea that that's what they were going to do to her, that she's been filming this whole season. that she will be on the show, you know, bonding with the ladies and everything. But I guess, you know, it ain't, you know, the way she thought it was gonna be. I was like, God damn, Andy. Okay, but yeah, you know, you can't be on a reality show and be trying to hide parts of your life. I mean, if we gonna sit and see Phaedra and the bullshit that she got to go through with Apollo, then goddamn it, ain't nothing going on in Porsha Williams' life that we shouldn't be able to see if you sign on to be on a reality show. So, hey, that's too bad, because I like Porsha. I know all the Team Twirl and all the Kimye fans around the world will be very happy that this happened to Porsha, okay? Because they was really gunning for the child to not even come back. And it's unfortunate that Porsha wasn't smart enough to, you know, to really parlay that whole what happened at the end of last season into, you know, us trying to feel sorry for her. Why you fighting again, bitch, if you know that's what the problem was before? Like, you get control of yourself. Sit down and talk to her, okay? Kimye get on my nerves too, but Kimye knows how to play the game and Porsha doesn't. And when you don't know how to play the game, what happens? You lose. Porsha's off. Well, she's still on, but it looks like Claudia... What's her name? Claudia Jordin. Claudia Jordin is being replaced as the Real Housewife, as Kimye's friend. It's so funny that in the clips of the trailer, they do show a part where Claudia Jordin is taking a picture with Cordell, and he is smiling so hard. He just like, gee. I guess they're gonna give Cordell a little chance to kind of redeem himself, since he's still, you know, involved with Peter and all of that. So. But yeah, Real Housewives of Atlanta, I cannot believe that it's time for that show to come back on. I am so not ready. It feel like that shit was on all year, because we had Candy's wedding, you know, and now we back at Real. I mean, Candy's wedding just went off in July, and now we August, September, October, and now November. 4 fucking months. So not ready, but maybe by the time it gets around, I'll be ready. I mean, the trailer did look like it's gonna be interesting. So, but yeah, that's it, y'all. All of you guys that was so tired of Porsha, you ain't gotta worry about it. You won't see as much next season. Now, this is a couple that was not on my radar and I didn't care one bit about, but you guys seem to all care. Jordin Sparks and Jason Derulo, they have decided to call it quits. Now, they've been together for 3 years. I don't even know how old they are, but they both are fairly young. And they've been together 3 years. And depending on who you ask why there was even a breakup, there's a couple of different stories. At first, they were saying that Jason Derulo was saying in interviews that the reason they broke up is because there was pressure to get married. He obviously was not ready to get married, and he said it not necessarily just on Jordin Sparks' part, but just everybody, family, friends, people always asking, when are you guys gonna get married? And I mean, you know, 3 years, when the fuck are you gonna get married? Okay, it's like, you know, it's time to do something different here. It's time to move on move the relationship forward. Now, like I said, I don't know how old they are, so if they're like, I mean, how old are they? 22, 23, 24, in 3 years, 26. I don't think they nowhere over 25, so maybe it's not even time to get married. But because I truly believe that you should be closer to 30 when you get married. But that's just me. Maybe it was time to either, you know, shit or get off the pot. And according to Jason Derulo, that's what he decided to do. Now, Jordin Sparks, she hasn't really spoken out on why they've broken up, but when she was on Wendy Williams yesterday, she did imply that he had been cheating. Or else, she didn't really imply, it's just when Wendy Williams asked her if that was the reason, she said no comment. So, you know how that goes. She's taking the high road, but, you know, real shadily, like, and underhandedly. You know, sad, but they young, and they both cute little kids, and, you know, they gonna end up with somebody else. They even might end up back together. You know, Jason Derulo, I was just like, he's so corny to me. Like, he's like the good boy Chris Brown, you know. He can't quite do the dances right, you know, when he be dancing, all this be too much. What's that song that he got, Talk Dirty With Me? Then when he be doing the little jump, I was like, something ain't right with the way you do it. It's like he be practicing. The shit don't come real natural to him. So, but whatever. They gonna be fine, y'all. They gonna be fine. They young. They'll end up with somebody else. Yeah. Jason Derulo and Jordin Sparks, no more. Which one of you motherfuckers told Riri to wear that damn dress on David Letterman? Y'all, I'm telling you, these are the days that I wish my mom was still alive, because couldn't nobody talk about Aretha Franklin like my damn mama, okay? My mama would be so disgusted with Aretha Franklin and her fashions. It's so funny. Everybody act like this is something new, but honey, Riri is the OG fashion no-no. There's always titties be huge, and you know she love her strapless gown. Y'all motherfuckers is lucky she ain't put no feathers and no sparkles and no glitter, no shit on it, because that's what she normally does. She love her strapless gown, and now that she's lost all that weight, you know, her titties now, they sag even more now. She's always been very busty. However, her boobs sag because when they that big shit, they ain't got no choice but to sag. All this be all just sunk down and real wrinkly and everything. And then she get her ass up there with the dress and then honey, oh, Riri, now you know I loves me some Riri, but that's an absolute no. The fuck, ma'am. Don't do that shit no more. So anyway, she was on David Letterman because... Is my phone ringing? Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. She was on David Letterman because she is... has a new album coming out. I think it's called Class... Something Divas. Class Time, Class... Old Class, Classy... It ain't Classy Old Divas, but... It's something. She got this new album coming out, and on the album she covers... Adele Givens she covers Adele's Rolling in the Deep. Y'all didn't know Adele Givens sang, did you? And in theory, that's a good matchup. Okay, when you think Aretha Franklin, you think about the song, the sound, the tone of the song, the key of the song, all that sounds like, yes, that would be Aretha's thing. And truth be told, I'm here for it, okay? Even when she was on David Letterman, she did not sound bad. It's a really good match for her. But we got to talk about the performance. You know, Riri went and got her girlfriends from church. Sister James, Sister Brooks, Sister Williams, okay? And she told them that she wanted them to sing backup, and they was like, fine, okay? And then at the last minute, Sister Williams said she couldn't make it. So, honey, she called up Cissy Houston, and she was like, Sissy girl, I need you to come on out here and stand in for Sister Williams. So, honey, Cissy ain't had not damn idea of what the fuck the words were to the song. Not only that, but I think Cissy was nipping in the goddamn Jim Beam behind, you know, in the green room. Because, you know, Cissy, now, you know, I know we love us some Nippy and we love us some Cissy, but Cissy Houston has really aged since Whitney Houston has died. It looked like it has taken a toll on her. She was standing back there, she was singing. She got this look on her face, and she kind of like, and she just like, she don't know the goddamn words. She looking down at some point, and then another time she's over there and she's looking at the damn guitar player. I said, now, Sissy, I know you're not fucking flirting with the guitar player. Okay, she was just like, you like that, don't you? And why they got Cissy right behind Riri? Okay, so now first of all, we assaulted with this dress and these titties and these wrinkles and Riri and all of that. Okay, and then we got Sister Cissy in the background. You guys, y'all have got to get the new album for Aretha Franklin. I am really interested into seeing what else she has on there, because like I said, I thought that was a very good cover for her. But yeah, we don't do that no more. So we all remember when Tracy Morgan was involved in the accident with the Walmart 18-wheeler, where the Walmart truck ran into the back of his limo bus when he was leaving from a performance in New York, or New Jersey, not New York. I think there was a couple of deaths, one of them being his friend on the limo bus. Tracy Morgan was very, very, very severely injured. broke some legs. They haven't really said the extent of his injuries. However, he was in the hospital for a long time and he is still in rehabilitation trying to get himself back together. We haven't even really seen or heard of Tracy Morgan since all of this has happened. So yeah, he was fucked up real bad, and some other people were hurt. It was a couple of other cars that was involved, but the accident was 100% definitely Walmart's fault. Okay, the traffic was stopped. They were on the limo bus, and the driver by the name of, what was the driver's name, y'all? Do we remember the driver's name? I don't remember the driver's name, but he had been up, they said, 24 hours with no sleep, and not sure if he dozed off or whatever, but he ran into the back of their bus. I mean, their limo bus. You know, they said somewhere around 50 miles an hour. Now, if the traffic is stopped or going like 10 miles an hour, if you're doing 50 miles an hour, then damn it, you wasn't paying no attention. You was either asleep or looking down on your phone or something like that. Walmart, now I guess that they're at the stage where they're trying to get this whole thing to, settled. They came out and said Tracy Morgan was either partially or wholly responsible for the accident because the people on the limo bus didn't have on seatbelts. Okay, well, who the fuck puts on seatbelts in a limousine? I ain't never even seen no damn seatbelts on a limo bus. The whole point of being in a limo bus is that you're just able to kind of be around it, so it's sort of like the RV feel. And not only that, but you ran into the fucking back of them. Okay, so how is this any of Tracy Morgan's fault? Look, from the beginning of time, if you run into the back of somebody, I don't care if they slammed on their brakes. If you run into the back of them, then you are at fault. Okay, so this shouldn't be no different. And Walmart was tripping for them to come out and say something like that when there are people that died in this and the people that were injured and might not never be the same. Not only that, you have so much fucking money, Walmart, that you could have been fixed this, but you want to put out some bullshit statement like that saying that it's his fault. You know, he comes out and says that he can't believe that Walmart is trying to, you know, place the blame on him when him and his friends was doing nothing wrong, and they weren't doing anything wrong. He wasn't driving, he was on a bus and should have been fairly safe to get home to wherever he was going, and somebody ran into the back of him, okay, and killed somebody in the process. A few people, I believe, in the process. So yeah, Walmart, you was tripping. Now all of a sudden Walmart is saying, you know what, they apologized for the statement and they want to settle this case like they should have done, because y'all, Walmart is paid. That is a very paid family. They own a lot, and they could have been fixed this and just moved on with their lives. So I hope that Tracy gets them for quite a bit. Okay, and everybody else that was involved in that accident. I hope that everybody comes up off of Walmart with that bullshit. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Walmart. I guess they're saying that there is a trailer out for the Aaliyah movie that Wendy Williams Productions is putting out. I haven't seen the trailer, so I don't really know what to tell you guys about it. I mean, are you guys planning on watching the new Aaliyah movie? I told you guys already that I was over it. After they done had all these changes and movement and all of that, I'm just like, whatever. Speaking of Wendy Williams was on some kind of interview the other day, and they asked her about Charlamagne the God, and Wendy acted like she didn't know who he was. She was just like, who? And they were like, Charlamagne the God, your ex-co-host. And she was like, oh, I can only talk about people that I know. I don't know who that is. And I was like, well, damn. We all know that Charlamagne the God and Wendy Williams had a radio show together for 2 years, from 2006 to 2008. Not only that, but he worked on her talk show for a year in 2009 as her kind of on the street guy. And it's just real interesting that she would say that she doesn't even know him. Now, we all know that when you say you don't know somebody, it's kind of like, I don't see him. Like, he ain't even in my purview. Like, I done already cut the nigga off. Okay, like, I cannot be bothered. That's really what she was saying. When people went to Charlamagne the God to ask him about it, he was like, look, it's nothing but love for Wendy Williams, but me and her husband fell out about 3 or 4 years ago, and I can't blame her. She wants to ride with her husband and act like she doesn't know me, then fine. She's supporting her husband, and that's what she's done. And we know that Wendy Williams is very supportive of her husband, you know, and I think that Charlamagne the God, even though he is an asshole, he has always been loyal to Wendy Williams. I have never heard him say bad things about her. He always says that she was the one that put him on. She's the one that taught him a lot. I mean, he's been nothing but, you know, respectful and good to Wendy Williams. So I you know, it's pretty, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's unfortunate that Wendy Williams is treating Charlamagne the way that she is. I mean, she could at least say, I prefer not to speak about him, but yeah, you know, it's something, because I feel like he's never been that way towards her. But you know, folks do what they want to do. We'll see how long this whole loyal to Wendy Williams thing works out for Charlamagne, though, because you guys know Charlamagne is an ass, and I imagine that he can only take so much. That was kind of a fucked up thing for Wendy Williams to do, but fuck, I guess Wendy was like, nigga, I ain't, look, like I just said, you ain't even in my purview. So I was just having this conversation with one of my friends, and let's just real fast, let's talk about Kimye and how they dress their baby. Now listen, I know that we all got kids, and when we have our own kids, and we can do whatever the fuck we want to do with our kids. Okay, that's the beauty in having our own children. Okay, you dress them up or dress them down however you want. Okay, but it is just a part of me that I like to see babies in baby stuff. Okay, I feel like Kimye dresses their child up as if the child was a goddamn doll, okay, and not necessarily they baby, okay. They got this poor child in leather and lace and sheer and boots. I mean, stuff that's not even really forgiven. I mean, you know, you can't even move around and all this shit. It's just like, how's this baby gonna be able to enjoy herself walking around all that leather ass and hot ass and sheer ass shit? I mean, look, it's beautiful. The stuff that they put on the girl is very pretty and very nice, but it's black. Like, I don't even feel like babies and, you know, kids should even have on black. Like, I never put black on my child when they were that small, unless they were, I mean, the only time she could wear this kind of stuff is like if she's in a wedding. You know, it's a winter wedding, and she put on her little velvet black dress with the sheer up here and the lace and the white. But, you know, you be taking the baby to the goddamn store and you got this leather on them. You know, I know they got the baby out there in Paris week or whatever, but I got a problem with it. Okay? Because, you know, babies, they babies. They're not going to take care of the shit. Now, they can afford, definitely, to just buy whatever they want for this child. But what I'm telling you motherfuckers that ain't got no goddamn money is don't you be putting your damn kids in this shit, okay? Because you know the kids, they fall. You know, they didn't bust the goddamn knees out. Shit, when Jada was little, Jada didn't want no help with anything. And my mother was one of those ones who felt like you should let the kids do it. Don't try to do nothing for the kids, okay? So, you know, fuck, we be at the damn store, and we trying to walk up the stairs, and, you know, Jada, she wobbling and falling, and, you know, then I hurry up and snatch her up, and she get to screaming and get the stiff body. You know, and my mom would be like, put her down, she wants to do it herself. Okay, Mom. But the child is going to be here for fucking 20 minutes trying to get up these goddamn stairs. She would try to hold on to the damn stair rail, and, you know, she try to get up there and fall and scrape her whole side up and start crying. Look, I'm just saying, babies should be babies, okay? They should be able to fall freely without me being concerned about them messing up their clothes and getting up and doing all that. They got on this expensive ass, leather ass, you know, lacy ass, sheer ass, you know, appliques and all of this. Yeah, I just feel like, you know, my friend seems to think, and it is true, if you have your own child, you should be able to do whatever you want, put them in whatever you want. I just feel like, and this might be very old school and old fashioned, I just feel like a baby should be in soft cottons. Okay, is that too much to ask? Is it too much to ask? Am I old fashioned, y'all? Y'all let me know if I'm thinking the wrong way. But yeah, I mean, the baby, she's adorable. Northwest is an adorable, beautiful girl. Yeah, I don't know if I'm okay with all this shit that they've been putting on this girl lately. How about y'all? Alright, you guys, so we do this every week. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure that you come back. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.